Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a good one. I got a treat for you today. It's storytelling time, I guess. And this is one of my favorites. So listen, when we went to New Orleans here a week or two ago, we had a little trouble with the S10, right? And we had some distributor problems. We needed some parts. And it just so happens that a dear friend of ours from Mississippi, Todd Spiers, had some parts that we could use. And God bless him, he gave us the parts and gave us 2 jugs of alcohol, wouldn't take a dime for any of it. And man, I thought back to this episode of Street Outlaws Fastest in America. And I told Billy, I'm like, man, if we get time, I gotta sit and do an interview with Todd Spiers, because Todd starred in one of my absolute of all-time favorite episodes of Street Outlaws, and it just so happened to be Fastest in America that he was on, but one of my absolute all-time favorite episodes, and I'll tell you why. Because one, I love Todd to death. Dude, I'm telling you. He and my friend JB Hall from West Virginia are like cousins. They gotta be related, because they talk the same. They almost look the same. They're real tall, kind of lanky guys, and they're just real laid back, and they're very smart, and they don't let on. They're good poker players. But so anyway, they remind me of an old cartoon character from when I was growing up that I remember watching cartoons, and my grandmother used to read me some storybooks about this cartoon character, and reminds me a lot of these 2 guys. But I just, I'm so excited for you guys to watch this video, and for me to be able to share the story the way I can share it now. I hope you enjoy it, because I've really looked forward to sharing this for a while now. So, Todd, if you're watching this, man, I love you, brother. Thank you for everything. Thank you. So, first time we met you was the first time we ever went to the pad. And didn't know nothing about Wall Street, didn't know nothing about Todd Spiers, but I do remember thinking the first time I saw you walk around, listen to you talk, I said, that is the Mississippi version of Briar Rabbit. You know who Briar Rabbit is?
No, he must be a good-looking guy.
Please, motherfucker, please don't fling me in that briar patch. Briar patch?
Briar Rabbit. Briar Rabbit was a cartoon and storybook character that I remember vividly from when I was just little. My grandmother used to read me these storybooks. I'd sit on her lap and she'd read me about Briar Rabbit and the Tar Baby and Briar Rabbit and the Briar Patch. And this is an old Disney cartoon from way, way back. I don't even know what year it was made, but in this cartoon, old Briar Rabbit's tricking these 2 idiots right here into throwing him into the Briar Patch, and they think that's going to hurt him. Well, little do they know, that's where Briar Rabbit lives. That's where he wants to be. And that's the same thing I thought when I saw Todd Spiers on Fastest in America, when JJ asked him, have you made a hit down this road? And Todd said, nope. Have you won any races to get down this road? Nope. Boy, JJ thought he was in trouble, but Todd had him right where he wanted him. It was fantastic. Well, let me ask you something. We met you that night at the pad, and I kept track of you. I watch and see, because I see you're doing good here and doing good there. But then all of a sudden, you pop up on Fastest in America. And dude, that was incredible. That was one of the most, to me, that was one of the most incredible moments in Street Outlaws street racing television show history, is when Kai Kelly taps you to go first. with no hit, nothing.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I mean, what's that like to be standing next to Kai Kelly on television, and the man says, "I picked Todd Spiers."
Well, man, I tell you what, if I say I was nervous, if I say I wasn't nervous, I'd be lying, because we had been testing a good bit.
Kai Kelly surprised me putting that dude in that Mustang that didn't have any races under his belt on this road. He either knows a lot more than we know, or he thinks that he's got something figured out. Because guess what? This dude's gonna have a race.
I'd been running small tire no prep, and it just so happened that all my tune-ups and stuff from the small tire no prep worked out pretty good with a big tire on the street. And it was kind of Kai's plan from the beginning to, because I was making some of the better passes at the time, to put me in there, because he knew that Detroit was going to try to close the deal. He knew that they was going to come in with the heavy hitters right off the bat. We actually thought they was going to put Johnny Quick back in first.
And I know Johnny Quick, and he's a bad hammer.
And that was the plan. He said not only he had said before, he said that they was going to put me out in the first group, and he said, look, he said I want you to go first in the second group. He said, because we know that we'll put you against their fastest guy. And I said, man, I was kind of hoping to get a duck on TV. You know what I mean? It was like
But you know what? That don't get you no respect, son.
But look, man, it worked out just like he planned. You know, and
he's a smart dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's
Chief
slick.
says he's an idiot. You know, Chief makes out like he's stupid. He ain't no dumb.
Yeah, he's slick now. He don't say a lot to everybody, but he's always thinking. You know, he's always got something on his brain. And him and Scott Taylor both, they're good people. You know, and they treated me great. You know, bringing me into the.
And I noticed it. I noticed something on that show that night, and I had a lot of respect for Scott. And here he is on television. And he's like, put Todd in there, because they were looking at Scott, and he's like, man, put Todd in there. He's faster than I am right now. You know what that takes, man, to do that on national television and say, you know, if you're Scott Taylor, like everybody knows who Scott Taylor is, and John Doe and Track Doe, and for that man to stand there on television right there with Kai Kelly and say, put that man in. How'd that make you feel, man? I mean, he's a big deal. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Man, shoot, makes you feel loved for sure, you know. But Scott Taylor's probably one of the most real people you'll ever meet in your life. You know, he's a kind person. You know, he's really, really, really humble.
I heard he's wild at the strip clubs.
Well, I don't know. I never know if he's going.
Bobby Ducote had some wild stories.
Yeah, I never known of him going to one, but there's listen. Well, look, if it comes from Bobby, you know, the credibility went out the window at that point. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, Scott's a good one, and he believed in me. He was one of the ones that talked to Kai and said, look, you know, Todd's been doing really good. You know, we pulling his team together. He said, I want him on it, and so we went in, and that's, you know, when I went in there on that pass, you know, against Chucky had just set the pace, man. He just made the pass of a lifetime on the run before that, and
he was pumped, man.
Yeah, he was, and
he should.
JJ said, there ain't nobody gonna outrun Chucky Davis on this road, you know, and I was like, golly, and I actually told Kai, I said, man, I feel like you've thrown me to the wolves.
Who your number one, Detroit?
That's me.
Chucky Davis himself.
My name's Brian Chucky Davis, and I drive a 1969 Chevy Camaro. Can't nobody on this property with me.
He said, no, man, do your thing. You got this. And when he said that, you know, I kind of said, all right, well, maybe they know something I don't. And I'm going to drive the car, and hopefully it comes out like everybody's thinking. And
no, I love Chucky to death because he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a blast to hang out with.
Yeah, he's a unique character for sure.
But he's a bad dude. I mean, look, they've been racing up here on the back end of Milan. I've seen him up here and doing well, running the Detroit Hood TV events, running backwards at Milan. So I know them boys been up here testing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They can test up here. And Chucky, he's a good dude. He's maybe not as humble as you are, right? But he's a good dude. And I knew that he was coming in there with something pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him make some hits up here at Milan myself with my own eyes. and
Yeah,
it's a bad
they
hammer.
they were rolling, man. They were rolling. That whole Detroit group, man. They ain't no joke.
No.
They ain't no joke at all.
No.
They got their act together. You know, they got good stuff too.
No, it's not junk.
They got good stuff.
Yeah,
Top of the line stuff.
yeah.
But it was a good experience. You know, it was one of the things that
It really hit home for me because we both do excavating.
Mm-hmm.
We both drive dump trucks and do the kind of same work. And here's this old boy, old hat on, you know. Well, just gonna try and do the best we can.
yeah. I mean, that was the first time on TV, man. I didn't know how to act. You know, I didn't have the TV
You
personality.
were yourself.
Yeah.
You were yourself, and that's why I mean, it just really hit me, man. I remember I made a comment on Facebook that night. I said, maybe they don't know who Todd Spiers is, but by God, we know who Todd Spiers is, you know. So,
Yeah, it was. I think that was one of the things that everybody got from the whole thing was, hey, I'm Todd Spiers, you know, and that was right after JJ had said, who's this dude?
Todd Spiers. You ever made a pass down this road, Mr. Todd?
Nope.
You ain't won no races getting here?
Nope.
I heard the guy tested really good for NOLA, but that was a bold move for Kai himself, putting that Mustang that had never been down the street on Chucky Davis himself.
I remember watching that, you know, as I'm watching, we haven't seen, like we're watching just like everybody else. And, you know, we don't know what's going on, what's going to happen. And I started hearing JJ say, man, I think he's making a mistake. Who's this Todd Spiers guy, you know? Like, oh, brother, he's about to learn.
Yeah. Why did you have to throw me to the wolves?
Do your thing, man. I got faith in you. Let's do it, racing! Chucky Davis on a mission. He on a mission. It sound good. He got his work cut out for him tonight messing with Chucky Davis. Hear what happened? Chucky Davis, he was asleep. Talk to me. Right lane, a car and a half. That fool was asleep. What the hell?
I beat myself. That car went faster there than it ever has did it before. My team's doing their job, my car's doing their job. I f***ed that one up, and it's a terrible, terrible feeling. I waited on the arm drop and took off and got out on him, and he couldn't catch me, so it was a good race. I'm tickled to death about it. I'm Todd Spiers, MVP of the night. Of the night.
No excuses. Got to give Kai Kelly his props. It worked out for him this time. He put a guy that didn't have a name or been down the street in a race, and he won.
Old JJ ain't never going to forget Todd Spiers.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it was a good experience. It really was. I enjoyed it.
Man, I'll tell you what.
And we got the next the season 2 that's starting to air right now. We went out in Wyoming and done that, you know, and it was pretty fun. You know, we struggled out there. We struggled with the high altitude and everything.
Yeah.
With the tune-ups and stuff. It was tough.
Yeah.
It really was.
Man, I'm happy for you. I'm really proud of you, dude.
Thank you,
I feel like you really stand up for working class, normal people. You know, just out here doing the best you can with what you got and working every day. And, you know, that means a lot to a lot of people. Like a lot of our followers relate to us because we're out there with Harbor Freight tools and old garage that ain't finished inside. You know, we pulling with the old 330,000 mile Chevy dually gasser. You know, and I just feel like there's a lot of people that can connect with people like you Like, people follow us for, I don't know what the hell, I don't know why, but people follow us and relate to us. But people don't understand when they see me think, man, I don't understand why. And part of it is because I know there's Todd Spiers out there.
Well, that's,
You know, I mean, there's people like you out there that
I mean, y'all winning, you know, and not only are y'all winning, y'all haven't had stuff given to you. You ain't had it just thrown in your lap and say, here, take this setup, take all this stuff and just go win. You know, y'all busted tail. You know, y'all stay out in the shop till the middle of the night. You know, work all through the winter to get your stuff together. You know, and that's what does it for me. You know, that's what people like to see. That's the reason people follow you. You know, it's because y'all you're building it all yourself. You know, you're working to make the money. Ain't everybody handing you these multi-million-dollar cars and stuff and saying, here, go do it. You know, you got a lot of these guys that's famous. They really are, man, and they can't even set the timing on the car. You know, they get in it and they drive it. You know, but
I don't know nobody like that, Todd.
There's several of them out there, man, and
I don't know nobody like that.
But and they're famous. But like I say, people following y'all. You know, to me, that's where it's at. You know.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Todd. Listen, man, I really appreciate you taking the time, and you helped us today. We're down here in New Orleans, Mississippi, and had a little trouble with the distributor, and you came in clutch, man. You messaged me first thing this morning. You went digging through your old boxes, and we found enough stuff back here to patch Billy's distributor together. And you come out here and helped us and gave us some methanol.
Yeah, it's the least I can do, man. Least I can do. Appreciate y'all.
So that's going to do it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little video with Todd. Man, I don't even know how to put it in words, guys. There's so many other talented drivers and tuners and teams out there that, man, if you guys only knew. And that's the thing I want to do, and it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, is I know that there are some incredible people out there, far more interesting than us. And they just, you know, sometimes they get a shot on TV, but you don't really know who somebody is by just a few minutes on television, right? But I know Todd Spiers, and I know a lot of guys like Todd Spiers. And the good Lord willing, I'd like to introduce you guys to some of the people that I think a lot of, that people that I find just to be extraordinary people. And there's so many out there. And I think that if they ever had the shot at showing who they are and what they're about, I think that they would they'd have a following just like we do. But for tonight, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you all so much for the love and support. It means the world to me and my family. It really does. This, you know, I didn't know if this channel was going to take off. I didn't know anybody would watch. You know, I think even my kids are a little bit surprised. But this has the opportunity to change everything for me and my family. You know, my health isn't the best. My back is pretty bad, and I'm hoping that maybe this will get me out of that dump truck a little bit more often and out of the excavator a little more often. I'm still gonna work. I'm still gonna do that stuff, but this racing that we're doing, Billy and I and Tommy and the whole family, just, it's a lot. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of sacrifices. And I hope that by doing some of the things that I want to do, that it affords me an opportunity to spend more time out here in the shop, working on the trucks, helping people, doing some tech videos. There's so much coming, guys. There's so much coming. You know, the little truck back here behind me is going twin turbos. That's coming. You know, Billy and I and Tommy, and you know, we went two races this weekend. We went to Marion on Friday night and won there, and we went to Milan and won in Detroit Saturday night, and just there's I don't even know how to put it in words, but my family is just so thankful, and we're so grateful for the support and people coming to see us. Guys, I can't even believe this, but we had a guy from Canada fly in to see us at Marion Friday night. And then when we went to Milan, we had guys come up to us, drove 3.5 hours to come see us at Milan on Saturday. And it's unbelievable. My family and I I don't understand it, but we're very thankful. And I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and you understand what we stand for, and you can appreciate who we are as a family. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to me in this day and age where everything's upside down and what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. It's very upsetting to somebody like me, and for us to be able to race as a family and be respected as a family and do what we're doing, it means the world to us. And for us to be recognized in that manner means the world to me for sure. So, all right, I'm long-winded. I'm going to get off here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and follow Todd Spiers Wall Street on Facebook. He's an incredible guy. I love him to death. And that absolutely, without question, is one of my favorite Street Outlaw episodes with Todd Spiers. Good night, everybody. This episode of One-on-One with the Old Man sponsored by Vickers Performance Transmissions, home of the Battle Axe Turbo 400 Power Glides, and Stripper Glitter Traction Compound. That shit sticks to everything.